magic school bus.
It's too darn hot.
Even the thermometer is sweating. Oh, boy.
Phew. I never thought I'd say this, but if we could get Ms. Frizzle to shrink us, we could all fit in that tub.
It is precisely 99 degrees Fahrenheit in here.
That's 37 degrees Celsius. At my old school, we measured in metric.
It ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more. It ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more.
Miss Frizzle, don't say that.
What good is my rain catcher if it ain't gonna rain no more?
It's so hot. What we need is rain and lots of it.
Oh, that's what I love about the weather. It's always changing.
Where does she get her clothes?
You know what we really need? A thunderstorm.
A thunderstorm? Oh, you mean with lightning and thunder?
What else? A thunderstorm would clear out all this muggy stuff.
I've changed my mind. I don't mind sweating, really. I've heard it's good for you.
Wouldn't it be neat if I could make a thunderstorm? It'd be Ralphie to the rescue. But I could never do that. It's too big a job for a kid. But it's a perfect job for Weatherman! Shika, shika, kaboom!
Ralphie, Earth to Ralphie. Come in, Ralphie.
Oh, sorry, Miss Frizzle.
How would you like to join our discussion about weather?
Sure, weather is my specialty.
Since when?
Weather is how all the air around us is right now.
Yeah, horrible.
Since you're so hot on the weather, Ralphie, tell us what makes the weather cool and clear one day and hot and humid the next.
That's easy. Weatherman! Shika, shika, kaboom!
Weatherman? Ralphie, you've been reading too many superhero comic books.
Besides, it's water that makes the weather. You know, water as in rain.
According to my research, Carlos, it's air that makes the weather. Wind is moving air.
No. Let's get this straight. Heat makes the weather, as in the heat from the sun.
All of you are right. You have just named 3 ingredients, air, water, and heat, that when stirred together, make weather.
And who do you think does all the stirring? Weatherman! He can even make thunderstorms.
Come on, Ralphie. Weatherman. The heat must be getting to you.
Oh, yeah? What do you know?
Plenty.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah!
I'm afraid I must interrupt this lively debate. It's time for our field trip.
Huh? A field trip? In this heat? Just look at the weather.
Excellent suggestion, Arnold.
It is?
Liz, why don't you go warm up the bus?
Isn't it hot enough already?
Oh, and you could go with her, Ralphie, to let us know when everything is ready.
Me? But I'm not finished telling you about Weatherman.
What's to tell, Ralphie?
Just because you don't believe in Weatherman doesn't mean he doesn't exist.
Ralphie thinks he knows everything. I mean, Weatherman, give me a break.
Oh, well, Keisha, as I always say, keep an open mind, and you never know who will walk in. Single file, please.
I think I'll set up my rain catcher here, just in case it rains while we're gone. Hey, look at that!
I wonder what all that stuff is for.
I hope the air conditioning still works.
Well done.
Faster than lightning, cooler than rain, louder than thunder.
do a superhero comic book. I'll call it The Adventures of Weatherman.
Tim, if Ralphie's weatherman, then I'm the Queen of England.
Your Majesty, for my first adventure, I, Weatherman, will show you how I make weather. I will even make a thunderstorm. Won't I, Miss Frizzle?
I don't see why not, weatherman.
Shugga, shugga, kaboom! Did you hear that?
Miss Frizzle called him weatherman? Now the heat's getting to her.
First, we shall bravely go where no bus has gone before and explore one of weather's major ingredients, air.
Air? Excuse me? But anybody can explore air. It's all over the place.
You think I mean plain old sitting around doing nothing air? I'm talking moving air. Moving air makes weather. Shika, shika, kaboom!
Sorry, Ralphie. The only moving air in here is the hot air coming from your mouth.
Ew! Okay, fine. Then I, Weatherman, will bravely go and explore moving air.
And I, for one, shall bravely follow. Class?
All right, if you say so.
Hey, Ralphie, do you have any idea what you're doing?
I am Weatherman. Of course I know what I'm doing. Right now, what am I doing? Oh, what the heck? Uh-oh. I think that was the wrong button. Maybe if I do this.
Excellent choice, Ralphie.
Really?
Ralphie, what did you do to us? Oops.
The Adventures of Weatherman, Chapter 1. Gone with the Wind.
I feel light as a feather.
Maybe you're not weatherman, but featherman.
Ah, now, that's what I call moving air.
I didn't mean to blow them away, Miss Frizzle. Honest.
Good work, weatherman.
Miss Frizzle, level with me. Am I really Weatherman?
You have 3 ingredients to make weather: wind, heat, and water. It's up to you to stir them together. As I always say, take chances, make mistakes.
Get messy.
Oh, exactly. Only put some oomph into it, weatherman. You already know a lot about the weather.
That's right. I, Weatherman, have moved air to make wind.
So, what are you waiting for?
Woohoo! Watch this!
Look, Ma, no ground.
I think I should have stayed home today.
Listen, you guys, all Ralphie did was push a button.
Isn't it great? You can see for miles.
Look how sunny it is over there.
And look at that humongous cloud. Too bad it's nowhere near my rain catcher.
It looks like a thundercloud. Good thing it's nowhere near us.
According to my research, weather is different in different places, right?
Right.
How come?
Because.
Because, Wanda, different combinations of wind, water, and heat make different kinds of weather. Right, weatherman?
I couldn't have said it better myself, Miss Frizzle. All aboard the Weathermobile!
Excellent demonstration of winds.
Yeah, how'd you do it, Ralphie?
Well, Tim, it's as easy as, hey, Who's this Ralphie you keep talking about?
You're Ralphie. You are not Weatherman. Ralphie, Weatherman, what's the matter?
We were all blown away by the experience, right?
So Ralphie can turn a fan on and off. Big deal! I'm still waiting for that thunderstorm you promised.
The world isn't filled with big fans, you know. So what really makes the wind?
I'll answer that question, Ralphie, but you're not gonna get out of making that thunderstorm. What really makes the wind is a combination of air and heat. For example, the sun heats the earth heats the air, and this warmer air rises. When the warm air rises, more air has to take its place, so cooler air comes in. And this movement of air creates wind.
Very good, Keisha.
Right. Now how about that thunderstorm?
Okie dokie. One thunderstorm coming right up. Take a little air, add some heat.
Ralphie, what are you doing?
Just a little experiment.
Oh, Weatherman just made an updraft.
He did? Of course I did. Weatherman just made an updraft. Shika shika kaboom! I salute myself. I salute my updraft. What's an updraft?
An updraft is warm air that blows up instead of sideways.
You mean like heat rising out of a toaster?
That's a very good example of a very small one, Phoebe.
But if an updraft is going to make any difference to the weather, it has to be pretty big, right? Chapter 2, Weatherman and the Updraft Rider.
How about clouds? Can you make clouds too?
Of course, Wanda. After all, you need clouds for a thunderstorm.
Wanda, Dorothy Ann, I can't believe you're buying into this.
You need to add water. I learned that in my old school, Weatherman.
Thank you, Phoebe. Yes, clouds are made of water. Weatherman will now make a cloud.
I give up.
Now what's happening to us?
We're water. Arnold, this is ridiculous. Thanks to Weatherman, you guys are all wet. Shika shika kaboom!
Time to break out the watercolors.
We're changing again.
Oh, Weatherman has turned us from water into tiny little water droplets. Keep together, class.
This is fun.
Clouds are made up of millions of tiny, tiny little water droplets.
We really made a cloud.
Thanks to Weatherman.
Shika shika kaboom!
I knew I should have brought a sweater. It's cold up here.
Cold?
Freezing!
Oh, we're turning into ice crystals. Oh, I love this part. We're unique. We're beautiful.
We're also falling.
Good observation, Carlos. When ice crystals in a cloud grow and stick together, they get heavy.
But now we're getting warmer.
Which must be why we're
Melting! Weatherman made rain!
You are not Weatherman.
Oh, Keisha, stop being such a trip.
That was fantastic.
What a ride!
Come on, Weatherman, let's do it again!
Okay, Ralphie, you made a little cloud, a little rain, but you still haven't made the thunderstorm you promised.
Weatherman will not disappoint you. Will he, Miss Frizzle?
Absolutely not.
More heat, more wind, more water. Add heat and air. Make a giant updraft. Add water.
Ralphie?
Make a cloud. Freeze the water. Fall
Never say never, weatherman.
Oh, no!
Isn't this thrilling, class? We are inside a thunderstorm.
Yep, I was right. I should have stayed home today.
Oh, you're perfectly safe, Arnold. The bus is equipped with the best lightning shield available.
Do you have an extra one in my size?
Warm, moist air sweeps up in a huge updraft.
Look! It's raining up!
Amazing!
Moisture in the rising updraft cools, condensing into clouds. And if it gets cold enough, the moisture turns to what, class? Anyone?
Ice crystals!
Then snow.
And what happens when the snow gets heavy enough?
Oh, no.
It falls!
Oh, yes! Yes, and let's not forget lightning and thunder.
Who could forget?
I can't take this anymore! I've got to make it stop!
I'm sorry, weatherman, but a thunderhead like this won't stop until it's all rained out.
I can't wait until then! Relax, weatherman. It's just like being on a roller coaster. But I hate roller coasters more than anything in the whole wide world! Listen, you guys. I know this might come as a big shock to you, but I am not weatherman. The costume wasn't even my idea. It was Liz's. I didn't do anything. I don't know anything about the weather. I just want to go home.
You can get us out of this. It doesn't matter whether you're weatherman or Ralphie. You know tons about the weather.
No, I don't. I was faking it. I was just pulling levers to show off. See? I don't even know enough not to mess with the shrinkers, though.
Forget about that. There must be something that can get us out of here. Come on, weatherman, think.
Keisha, could you say that again?
Come on, weatherman, think.
Keish, you called me weatherman.
Shika, shika, kaboom!
Okay, how to get out of here? Out. Miss Frizzle!
Yes, weatherman?
You said the storm has to rain itself out, didn't you?
That's right.
Out, down, up with the updraft. Freeze, fall, melt, melted snow, falling down and out. That's it!
What's it?
I, weatherman, will lead you out of this. Follow me! Come on! Grab a snowflake! Chapter 5! Weatherman and the Snow Riders!
Good work, Bus.
Excuse me, my snow's melting.
We're getting rained out!
Way to go, weatherman.
Ah, thanks, Keisha. I couldn't have done it without you. My rain catcher worked. See? It's already rained. 1 inch plus 8 kids and 1 teacher.
Excellent, Carlos.
Wow, this is some storm.
Okay, we got out of the thunderstorm. Now how do we get out of the rain catcher?
Yes, that's it. Chapter 6. Weatherman meets the giant lizard.
All right!
Wet and tired, they made it home.
Thanks to Weatherman. Shika, shika, kaboom!
I'm out of here.
Shika, shika, kaboom!
Not bad, huh?
It's great, Tim. But I sure am glad to be out of that costume.
It's amazing that wind, water, and heat can make such a huge storm. And those same ingredients can also make a beautiful sunny day.
It's all in the mixing.
I've learned a lot about how weather gets made. But there's one thing I know for sure.
And what's that, Ralphie?
From now on, I'm gonna leave the job of weather making up to
Weather Woman! Shika, shika, kaboom!
Keisha. You can't be weather woman any more than I can be weather man.
Why not?
Because the job is bigger than both of us.
As I always say, shika, shika, kaboom!
Is this the magic school bus?
Is this the magic school bus? Magic school bus?
Magic the magic school bus?
You mean magic school bus?
Magic school bus?
Magic school bus?
Magic
school bus?
I want the magic school bus.
I want the magic school bus!
I'll get it.
No, I'll get
I'll get it. Hello, Magic School Bus producer. Producers.
Shika, shika, kaboom!
Oh, very good.
Thank you. I'm studying up to be Weather Woman.
Are you?
Yeah, test me.
Okay. What is weather?
Weather is what the air is like above us, all the way to the highest clouds, as well as all around us.
Good, good.
Ask me another one.
True or false? Most raindrops start out as ice or snow.
True. And sometimes in a thunderstorm, you even get hail which hits the ground before it can melt.
Whoa! You are one sharp kid.
I told you, I'm studying up to be Weather Woman. Shika, shika, kaboom. Ask me another one.
Okay, we talked about 3 ingredients, but we left out another important ingredient.
Land. For example, mountains can push air up, making thunderstorms. Mountains can also keep rain away. The land is another weather ingredient.
That's right. Weather isn't quite as simple as Weatherman made it out to be. It can get pretty complicated.
Which may be why we still can't tell for sure today what the weather is going to be like tomorrow.
You got it. One more question.
Shoot!
Are you really studying to be Weather Woman?
Of course not. There is no such thing as Weather Woman. Nobody makes the weather.
Not even Weather Lizard?
You're kidding, aren't you?
Of course we are. Who ever heard of Weather Lizard?
Boy, this is the life. Yep, the sun, the sand, and us.
This is what I call a field trip.
And what a great topic, how animals pick a place to live.
Good thing we're animals, and what better place to pick than the beach?
Except, this isn't the right place.
What do you mean, Ralphie?
This is where we want to be. Trust me. This spot here has everything we need.
But Ralphie, what's so great about this spot?
And how come nobody's here but us? Scratch that.
Forget this. It's way too crowded now. Let's move back to where we were.
We stay here. This is the right spot for us. You'll see.
Sorry, but I don't think so, Ralphie. There's no room to lie out or build sandcastles or anything.
And it's nowhere near the water. Yoo-hoo!
I see you found the busiest spot on the beach.
You can say that again.
But this is where we're staying.
Not me. Not only is it too crowded here, it's Trash City.
Keisha's right, Ralphie. I can't think of one good thing to say about this spot.
Relax, you guys. You'll get the message soon enough.
Oh, and speaking of messages, this just floated in with the tide.
The tide?
Mm-hmm. The regular rise and fall of the water in the oceans, Arnold.
Huh?
I know what you mean. There's a pier near where we go on vacation. And when it's high tide...
The water rises up. Right, Tim?
Right, Miss Frizzle. And when it's low tide, the water goes down.
Up and down, twice a day, every day.
Service you can count on.
Who sent the message, Miss Frizzle? Open it!
Why, it's from my Uncle Shelby.
Why am I not surprised?
Greetings, my valorous Valerie. I'd like to finagle a favor. I'm off to a shell show, a meeting of mollusks starring my molluscular mate, Mert. Turns out Mert needs someone to keep an eye on his scrumptious shoreline home. Are you game?
A scrumptious shoreline home. That's exactly what we've been looking for.
We're not looking for anything, Wanda. We've got a place here, remember?
Get real, Ralphie. This is not scrumptious, and it's nowhere near the shoreline. Oh, look! There's even a map to show us how to get there. Please, can we go, Miss Frizzle? Can we? Can we?
Well, it would be nice to help out my Uncle Shelby. Oh, I got his machine. Val here, Uncle Shell. Tell your friend Mert we'd be happy as clams to watch his place for him. Conch up with you later. Hi-ho, class!
You guys go. I'm staying right here to guard our spot. It has everything we need. Right, Liz?
Single file, class.
Let's see. According to this map, Mert's place should be right over there. You'd better double-check the map, Wanda. That place doesn't look so scrumptious to me. Well, the map divides the shoreline into 3 zones. High, middle, and low. This red line goes right down through the high zone into the part of the middle zone, which is in the water. Let's go!
No way! Nobody would live down there.
Mert does. It's on the map, see? Besides, Miss Frizzle promised. She can't go back on her word now. Right, Miss Frizzle?
Loyalty is everything, Phoebe. Why, I'd go to the bottom of the sea for my Uncle Shelby.
Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling that...
Never fear the bathysphere.
This is turning into a field trip.
Buckle up, class. We're going down.
Miss Frizzle?
Yes, Arnold?
What do we do when we run out of air in here?
Well, in the famous words of my cousin Crustacean, when you're in mussel territory, do what mussels do.
And what might that be? Yikes!
What happened?
What are we?
You are now my Mytilus californianus. Mussels.
Mussels?
Look, we can breathe. Hey, yeah, we've got gill thingies, just like fish do.
Ah, yes, the thrill of a gill. Don't you just love it?
But what's the deal with these stringy things?
Well, it's all part of what it means to be a mussel. Mussels don't have arms and legs, you know.
There goes my career as a concert pianist.
Hey, according to the map, Mert's place is right here. Look, there's the sign. Scrumptious Shoreline home.
Well, this has been very interesting, but let's go back now. Being turned into a mussel has made me hungry.
Besides, what's all this got to do with Mert?
Wait a minute. This is starting to make some kind of weird sense. Miss Frizzle?
Yes, Wanda?
By any chance is Mert a mussel?
Well, my Uncle Shelby always did hang out with a unusual crowd.
Oh, no.
What better way to find out how animals pick places to live than to live in the place an animal picked?
I like it. Hey, wait! Someone's moving into Mert's place.
I hate to be a crab, but it might be time to muscle in. Time to do the muscle hustle class.
What's to keep us from falling off? Maybe that's what these stringy things are for. To fasten ourselves down.
Oh, what a fascinating idea, Phoebe.
I don't get what's so great about this spot. I mean, it's just as crowded as Ralphie's spot on the beach. And what do we do for food?
Patience, Arnold. According to Uncle Shelby, this is one of the finest spots on the shoreline.
I told you, Liz, this is one of the finest spots on the beach. What was that? Hey! Hey! All right, don't panic. We gotta stay calm.
You know, Carlos, you're my pal and all, but I'm not too thrilled about your living on my head.
Yeah, well, if Arnold would just give me a little shell room.
At least you two don't have to bunk with species you don't even know.
According to my research, that snail is a turban snail. And these creatures are gooseneck barnacles. I guess they want a piece of the rock, too.
But do they have to have my piece? Miss Frizzle!
Ah, I see you've met an owl limpet, Arnold.
Not because I wanted to. It's pushing me right out of here! Me too!
That owl limpet's really pushy.
What'd we ever do to him?
At least now we know why Uncle Shelby needed someone to watch Mert's place. Everyone wants to move in. Though I'm not exactly sure why.
Maybe we can find another place for Mert to live and save it for him. I guess that's better than giving up. But where?
Now that you're mussels, act like mussels. You've got to live where you've got what you need.
Well, I want a place that's not so crowded.
A safe place where no one's going to push us around.
And wherever it is, it needs to be wet. We are mussels after all.
Deep thinking, class. So, where to?
I vote for the low zone. Let's go deeper.
A sensible suggestion, my mollusk minions. And this time I'll leave the driving to you.
Whoa! Way cool! Come on, guys! Muscle magic! Follow me! Wow, this low zone is way better than the middle zone. Myrtle, love it here. Coming through! I can feel myself getting attached to this place already.
So, what do you think, class? Is this place great or what?
Yep,
This place has it all, Ms. Frizzle. First of all, there are no annoying neighbors like those pushy owl limpets.
Second, it seems safe enough.
Third, we're far enough underwater that we'll stay wet even at low tide.
And fourth, look at those pretty sea stars.
Yeah, and they're coming closer.
Ew! That sea star's eating a mussel.
What if we're next?
Actually, Keisha, mussels are good.
Yeah, good enough to eat. Yikes!
So much for being safe in the low zone.
But we've got to find a place for Mert.
There's only one place to go from here, up to the high zone. And we better go now!
Hey, this high zone isn't so bad. A little dry maybe, but not bad at all.
There's nobody here to bother us. Just a bunch of barnacles and periwinkles.
No owl limpets to shove us around.
Or sea stars to eat us. Seems to be safe, though.
Then how come we're not breathing easily?
Because mussels need water to breathe, remember? Better save what you have inside your shells. Clam up, class.
What happens when the water inside our shells dries up?
I don't want to think about it.
I don't get it. The dryness and the heat doesn't seem to bother these guys. Maybe it's because those barnacles are white, and white doesn't get as hot in the sun.
Cool observation, D.A.
As far as I can see, this place is gold. Mert's gonna love it. Pretty soon, the tide will rise and then...
Wanda! Look out!
Help!
No wonder all the critters up here in the high zone have really strong shells. They need them for protection.
Yeah, our shells don't stand a chance against those seagulls.
Well, as Uncle Shelby once said, a mollusk is only as good as its shell.
So much for being safe up here. If you ask me, Mert knew a good thing when he saw it. I say we go back to the place he picked, in the middle zone.
Good idea. I'm beginning to dry up.
Yeah, and if we stay here much longer, we could be seagull lunch.
Let's get out of here!
Just sit tight, Liz. We'll be able to breathe again when they finish digging. This is still the best place.
Let me get this straight. The high zone was no good for us mussels because it's too hot, too dry, and too dangerous.
And the low zone was no good because we could get eaten.
So now we're going back to the middle where it's really crowded and pushy? Do I have that right?
Oh, you said a mouthful, Arnold. But don't open it yet. Come on, class. Let's make a splash.
Speaking of water, how'd it get down there? It was up here before.
Not only that, but these mussels have totally taken over Mert's spot. Look, the water's down there because it's low tide. But it's coming back up, remember? Service you can count on. In the meantime, let's take back Mert's spot. Move over, pal. I think we need a little help, Miss Frizzle.
Yeah, where are the owl limpets when you need them?
Coming right up, Carlos. Oh, so that's why crabs can't whistle. Hey, boss! Do your stuff!
That away, bus!
Okay, now push.
Give him the old heave-ho! Do it for Mert!
class. Lash yourselves in tight.
Okay, so we fought our way in here. We've got some room. We're not in any danger, and it's wet enough to breathe. But
But what, Arnold?
what good is it if we can't get any food? What's life without lunch?
Guys, maybe there's something else we should worry about besides no food?
And what would that be, Wanda?
Giant waves!
Oh, right on schedule. Time and tide wait for no muscle.
Hey, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah! These shells really hold up.
And these threads keep us from getting knocked off.
Not again! No wonder those hungry sea stars stay in the low zone. They get clobbered in this surf.
Okay, so we can take it and they can't. But toughness doesn't fill a lunchbox.
Don't be so sure, Arnold.
Hey, look, the water's making the mussels open back up. They're eating.
You see that, Arnold? Arnold?
What?
Arnold, what are you doing?
Enjoying this fabulous all-you-can-eat buffet. Delivered by the tide through the waves directly into your mouth.
Make that your siphons, Arnold. Water with food goes in one siphon. Water without food comes out the other. Ah, yes, the treasures of the sea.
Gosh, I forgot zooplankton could taste so good.
You said it. This goose barnacle larvae is delish.
No wonder Mert puts up with this place. He's made for it. Not only is the food great, he's built to take the pounding of the waves. And the sea stars and sea slugs that can't take it live down in the low zone. And barnacles and periwinkles have the high zone all to themselves, because they can take the heat and dryness till they get a splash of water and a bite to eat at high tide. Yep, this place makes sense to me now. What could be better than having meals delivered with each tasty tide?
Twice a day, every day. Man, I'll never leave this place.
I don't know. I could sure go for some ice cream to top it off.
But we can't leave yet. What about Mert?
It's a good thing Ms. Frizzle has her cellular phone.
Carlos!
Hello? Yes, yes! Perfect timing. We'll be waiting.
Who was it, Miss Frizzle?
Uncle Shelby, actually, Dr. Shelby, the marine biologist. He always likes to return his specimens. Mert's on his way down.
Yay!
So long, little fella. Keep your foot out of your mouth.
Welcome home, Mert.
We saved your place for you.
Ready, class? We're going home.
Hey, Ralphie, we're back.
And we saved Mert's spot.
It was a long and difficult battle, but I saved the perfect spot for us.
That's great, but I still don't get why you're so excited about being right here.
Easy. What makes a spot special? What makes a spot so good, it's worth fighting for against all odds?
Well, to begin with, there has to be enough room for yourself, even if it's crowded.
And you have to have the gear to handle the place you're in.
And it has to be safe from danger.
And to be able to breathe helps.
True, all of it true, but the most important thing that makes a spot special is... food! And now that the ice cream truck's here, who's first in line?
Yay! Ice cream!
Well, as I always say, picking the right place does have its rewards.
Is this the magic school bus? Is this the magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic the magic school bus? You mean magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic school bus? I want the magic school bus! I want the magic school bus!
Hey, Liz. Hey, come on. Let's walk along the beach and see what we can find. You'll love it. Let's go. Chill out, Liz. It's just the wave moving the water in and out. Oh, look at... Oh, here. Could you hold on to that? Hello, Magic School Bus. The things you find on the beach.
Do mussels and sea stars and barnacles really live in separate zones? Or were you just doing that because it made a better story?
No, it's true. Sometimes the zones aren't as clear as we showed, but you can still see them if you look carefully. These zones aren't only on rocks, but on piers and pilings at the shores. Everywhere they pick places to live, according to how well they can cope with the changes of the tide. Thanks for calling. Hey, Liz, you want some help with that stuff? I think you better leave that snail there, Liz. All these plants and animals are well suited for their particular places on the shoreline. But humans and lizards can accidentally destroy their homes and their lives. Better to take nothing but trash and pictures and leave behind nothing but footprints. Now let's go home.
You gotta be kidding! Who ever heard of a broccoli mascot?
According to my research, broccoli is a very healthy vegetable.
Besides, all the animal mascots have been done already.
Get serious. Our soccer team can't be called the Walker Elementary School Broccolis.
Why can't we just use the old mascot?
Because it's so old, no one knows what it is anymore. Ugh, it's even got moths.
Tim, no! How could you?
It's just a bug.
Look at it. It's more than a bug. For your information, it says in this book that this moth is one of over 100,000 different kinds of moths and butterflies. And scientists are still finding new ones. And by the way, there are about 8 times as many kinds of moths as there are butterflies.
Excuse me, Phoebe. In exactly 6 hours, we're playing the biggest soccer game of the year, for which we need a new mascot. And you've got your head buried in a butterfly book.
Actually, Ralphie, it's a butterfly and moth book. There's not a lot of difference, but there's definitely...
Phoebe, we need a mascot that's different.
It's gotta be so exciting, the other team won't know what hit them.
I got it!
What?
The Walker Elementary School Butterflies.
Huh? You want to name our soccer team the Butterflies?
And have a mascot that's small?
Swattable?
And pretty.
But butterflies are full of surprises.
Like what?
Yeah, like what? Janet! The one and only, Arnold's favorite cousin. I am your favorite cousin, right, Arnold?
You're my only cousin, Janet.
You're so cute! We know the real reason you want to make a complete wimp like a butterfly the mascot. You do?
We do?
Isn't today's soccer game against
Your old school?
Janet's right. The Bulldogs are Phoebe's old team.
Whose side are you on, Phoebe?
I'm on our side. I just thought... Listen, you're looking for a new mascot, right?
Right!
You want a mascot that's totally different, right?
Right!
Then get this. How about the Walker Elementary School, Walker Elementary School Bog Beasts?
Yay!
It's new.
It's different.
It's so surprising they won't know what hit them.
What's a bog beast?
Woohoo!
Crafty question, Arnold.
It's Miss Frizzle.
Anyone know what a bog beast looks like? Let's see. How about you, Janet?
Well, it's probably like a friend told me about one.
According to my research, a bog is wet, soggy ground, like a swamp.
Oh, seems to me then a swamp's the place to go to find a bog beast.
But what about our soccer game?
What's a game without a mascot? To the swamp!
Not another field trip.
Cheer up, Arnold. A famous poet once said, all the world's a field trip, and all the kids in our class merely guinea pigs. Or did Miss Frizzle say that?
Miss Frizzle, does the swamp have butterflies too?
The swamp has all sorts of surprises, Phoebe.
I knew she'd say that.
Everyone on the lookout for a bog beast.
Excuse me, Miss Frizzle, but we're driving right into the swamp.
Not to worry, Ralphie. Where the road ends, adventure begins.
What is this place, Miss Frizzle?
It's called Butterfly Bog.
Wow, I thought those butterflies were flowers.
Looks can be deceiving, Wanda. Oftentimes what is isn't, and what isn't is.
Aren't they magnificent? Some mascots and Blue Jays can do that. What are the Bulldogs gonna do to your soccer team? Or is that what you want to happen? Huh, Phoebe? No!
Seems to me butterflies are so pretty, every animal can spot them for a mile around.
Yeah, especially bog beasts.
Well, oh, come here, little butterfly.
Forget about it, Liz.
Hey, do you think a butterfly's beautiful just to be beautiful? Or is there another reason?
I think there's more to butterflies than you know.
I just wish it would hold still.
I'll get it to hold still. That'll prove what a wimp it is.
I think this is going to be one of those memorable field trips.
Here we are, Bog Beast Landing.
Now what?
We camouflage the boat so it blends in with the environment. Then we wait for the bog beast. There's no time to wait. We have to catch one now.
According to my research, the best way to catch something is to use some kind of bait.
Like the biggest, juiciest butterfly in the bog. Come on, Liz. Let's bag us a butterfly. Janet, no! Yes! Why don't you pick on somebody your own size?
An idea worth expressing, Phoebe. Or compressing. I'll shrink them with the porta-shrinker.
The porta-shrinker?
We're a different size.
Oh no, we've shrunk!
And look over there. The quarter shrinker zapped out.
Well, I don't care how small I am. I've got butterflies to save. Phoebe, come back! Fly for your lives, butterflies. Fly away. Fly for your... Phoebe, what is it?
What happened? Bog bees! Okay, we've seen the bog bees. Let's get out of here!
Oh, not so fast, Ralphie. Since you've never seen a bog beast, how can you be sure this is a bog beast?
Huh? It looks more like a snake to me.
Then it's not a bog beast. It's just a
Snake! Ah! Except it doesn't move like a snake. It moves like a caterpillar.
Hey, it is a caterpillar. A caterpillar pretending to be a snake? Got a little nervous, eh, Ralphie? Hey, it fooled me too.
Gee, I remember when I was bigger than a caterpillar. And bigger than a praying mantis, too.
Don't praying mantises eat caterpillars?
Not if they think they're snakes.
Ah, exactly, Tim. A delightfully deceitful deception.
I get it. It's called tricking your enemy by pretending to be something you're not.
I'd call it good acting.
I'd call it a swallowtail caterpillar. Hey, what if we call our team the Walker Elementary School Swallowtail Caterpillars?
Caterpillars? We'll get laughed out of the game. Besides, if we don't get back soon, there won't be any game.
Caterpillars are tougher than you think, Ralphie. They're survivors. They live by the rule, fool or be food.
And if it keeps fooling them and keeps feeding itself, someday it'll turn into a chrysalis. Then it'll turn into a big, beautiful butterfly. Aha! I see one, Liz. Shoo, butterfly, shoo! Come on, fly away!
Come along now, Phoebe.
Oh, it's not fair, Miss Frizzle.
Oh, I know. Janet doesn't stand a chance.
Huh?
This one's a real juicy one.
Where'd it go? Where is it?
Okay, wise guy, where are you?
There it is, I think. Wow, what a disappearing act.
It's camouflaged, so you can't see it against the log.
Ah, another illustrious illusion, Tim. As I always say, if they can't see you, they can't eat you. File in, class!
So, there you are. The bog beast is going to love you.
Oh no, Janet's gonna catch that butterfly.
You're mine now, wimp.
Swamp swell! Yes, the butterfly got away.
A little mud can't stop us now. Come on, Liz. We can't catch a bog beast without a butterfly.
Okay, that's it. I'm unshrinking us all right now before Jumbo Janet crushes us into pieces.
What's that?
The do-dinger.
The do-dinger?
Yes, the do-dinger dings when the porta-shrinker is too wet to work.
So we're stuck this size until...
Until the porta-shrinker dries out. So, Arnold, start blowing.
Why couldn't Janet shrink instead of me? Life would be so much easier.
Hurry, Arnold! If we don't get bigger by game time, the other team won't have to crush us. The ball
will. This is all your fault, Phoebe. You and your butterflies. Maybe Janet was right. Maybe you do want your old school to win the game.
I do not. And I'm not wrong about a butterfly. It would make a great mascot. For a place called Butterfly Bog, it's not exactly bursting with butterflies. One. I only need one. Go! I can't see. Get your hands off! Ah!
Janet, I know that scream anywhere.
Come on, let's go!
Yeah, right. Let's go.
Cool! It's not a bog beast, it's a zebra butterfly. So, Ralphie, how does it feel to be the boy who cried bog beast?
Well, it, just startled me with all its colors, that's all.
See? Even though butterflies are small and pretty, they're not wimps. They trick you, hide from you, even scare you. That's how they stay alive.
Sounds like the perfect mascot to me.
All in favor of the Walker Elementary School butterflies? Never! I'll play for the other team before anyone calls me a butterfly.
Yeah, we know, Ralphie. Bog beast. Ow! Bog beast! That's not a bog beast, and those eyes aren't real. They just look like eyes to fool the enemy.
Oh, an insightful observation, Phoebe.
And the ideal name, Buckeye.
You know, I'm beginning to think Phoebe's onto something. Butterflies are new and exciting. And they're tricky.
And boy, are they surprising.
All the things we want our soccer team to be.
Okay, Phoebe, you win. Maybe there's more to butterflies than meets the eye.
Especially if they can scare a tough guy like you, right?
The Walker Elementary School butterflies it is.
Let's take our team to the sky. Let's be Walker Elementary School butterflies.
If you insist.
Whoa!
The biggest, juiciest butterfly yet!
Wahoo! So, what do you think, class?
Well, it's certainly a new sensation, all right.
It's different. It's surprising.
It's Janet! Do something, Miss Frizzle!
Still wet.
Oh no! This butterfly is not only a wimp, it's dingy.
Janet's gonna feed us to the bog beast!
You won't get away this time!
She's gaining on us! What should we do? What should we do? What should we do?
Well, as I always say, when you're a butterfly, do as the butterflies do.
Wait a second. Is there a button on this thing that'll make us blend in like real butterflies do?
You might check the camouflage box.
Oh no, which button is it?
Hurry, Phoebe!
According to my research...
No time for research, Dorothy Ann. Only time for getting messy, taking chances, and making mistakes!
With all due respect, Miss Frizzle, here's hoping this isn't a mistake.
Hey, where'd it go? It just disappeared.
She's gonna see us! Everybody quiet!
The porta shrinker must be dry by now. Come on, come on. Make us big.
Arnold, wait! If it's not dry, the do-dinger... What was that? Aha! Gotcha!
Oh no, she got us.
Just keep drying. Come on, Phoebe. You're our last hope.
Think butterfly. Think butterfly. That's it. I'll surprise her with colors. Red. More red. Yellow. More yellow. Orange. More orange. Blue. And now to trick her with eye spots. Big. Bigger. Biggest.
At last, you're mine.
Not yet, Janet.
Hit it, Phoebe.
All right, Phoebe. Way to go. Nice one.
We're safe.
Now that deception got a real reception.
Butterflies hide, trick, surprise. I guess they really can take care of themselves.
What a field trip. Gee, Janet, what happened to you?
You almost lost a cousin, Arnold. It was jump in the swamp or go head-to-head with the bog beast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you're not gonna believe what it looked like. Was it anything like this butterfly?
Huh? That's it?
I, Cousin Janet, saw the bog beast and... Did you say butterfly?
Uh-huh.
You mean there's no such thing as a bog beast?
A bog beast can be anything that lives in this swamp, Janet. In this case, it turned out to be a butterfly.
Well, I sort of knew that, yeah, if I, yeah.
Janet, you've got it. The best possible mascot. The bog beast butterfly.
Yeah, why not? I guess we were both right. Huh, Phoebe?
The score is tied. Only 30 seconds remain. The butterflies have the ball. Phoebe is dribbling it toward the Bulldog's goal.
Bulldogs, Bulldogs, fleazy, fleazy. We're gonna beat ya easy, easy. Phoebe, Phoebe, break the tie. Be a winning butterfly.
Oh, my! Oh, no! The Bulldogs steal the ball!
Come on, Phoebe, get up. Remember, butterflies are new and exciting, and we never give up.
Oh, it looks bad for the butter... Wait. Keisha steals the ball back. Carlos kicks the ball to Tim. Tim kicks the ball to Phoebe. Oh, time is running out. 5, 4, 3, 2. The butterflies win. The bug beast butterflies win.
Yes! Way to go, Phoebe.
Way to go, Janet.
As I always say, there's no surprise like butterflies.
Is this the magic school bus?
Is this the magic school bus?
Magic school bus?
Magic school bus?
You mean magic school bus?
Magic school bus?
Magic school bus?
Magic school bus?
I want the magic school bus. I want the magic school bus.
Hello? Hello? Is this the magic school bus?
Yes, this is the producer speaking.
Well, I'm from GMM, and I'm steamed.
GMM?
The Great Moth Majority. I just saw your butterfly show. And from what I saw, you don't seem to know that there are more different kinds of moths than butterflies.
I do know that.
But you didn't give them equal time.
We hardly had time to cover butterflies properly.
Well, moths and butterflies don't just have eye spots for surprise, you know.
If you say so.
When a bird tries to catch a moth or a butterfly, it goes for the eyes. And if it goes for the eye spots, all it gets is a beak full of wing.
Believe me, I put a moth in the show. If I could only catch one.
Catch one? That reminds me. Janet running around trying to catch a butterfly with a net was insensitive and inappropriate field study.
Yes, but that's Janet's character, insensitive and inappropriate.
That doesn't excuse improper behavior. Moths and butterflies should be left alone.
You're right.
By the way, butterflies aren't only found in the swamp. You can find them almost anywhere.
Right again. You can find them in the forest, the desert, the mountains, and a shoe.
In a shoe? I don't know about a shoe, but I do know when the great moth majority is done with you. You'll probably be looking for another job.
Funny you should mention that. I'm trying out for another job right now.
And what would that be?
Network producer. Gotcha.
I'm telling you, something's missing.
But Tim, when it comes to deserts, we've got everything under the sun.
Sorry, D8. It just doesn't say desert yet.
Are you kidding? It screams desert. We've got sand, we've got gravel, we've got desert plants like cacti, creosote bushes, acotillo.
We've got the desert's harsh conditions. Hot, blazing sun, dry, blinding dust storms.
Tim's right. There's something missing.
Them bones and bones, them dry bones and bones and bones and dry bones and bones and bones and dry bones. As I always say, Arnold, it never hurts to be prepared.
That's funny, Ms. Frizzle. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I know. Desert animals. That's what's missing. Ms. Frizzle, a diorama will never be complete without desert animals.
Dynamic deduction, Phoebe.
Huh?
Oh, these should do for now.
Now? It's later I'm worried about.
Thank you, Ms. Frizzle. Here you go, little guy. According to my research, that's a kangaroo rat. And that's a Gila monster. Isn't it cute?
Only Phoebe would think a Gila monster's cute.
And there's more. Tortoise, beetle, scorpion, jackrabbit, roadrunner. Whoa, Liz, what's up with you? And do you know what this is? A baby coyote.
Phoebe, are you sure all these animals live in the desert? Think about it. The desert is really hot. The sun beats down all day long. Beat, beat, beat. And there's nowhere for the animals to go to escape the heat. Heat. But not only is it hot, but there's hardly any food in the desert. So any animal that shows its face gets eaten by a bigger one.
Huh? Stop!
And that's not all.
It isn't?
The worst part, there's almost no water in the desert.
No water?
Uh-huh. No shelter, no food, no water. In no time at all your cute little animals are buzzard bait. Scarcity is the name of the game, Phoebes. Scarcity.
He's right, Phoebe. There's not much food, water, or shelter in the desert.
We've got to do something. Yeah. What can we do? What
What can we do?
Well, at my old school, we take a stand, form a committee.
Go on a field trip?
Arnold, are you serious? He's right. SADS to the rescue!
SADS?
Students Against Desert Scarcity.
To the desert.
Miss Frizzle?
Yes, Arnold.
For once, I'm prepared. Regulation desert gear. As outlined in Chapter 7 of my new field trip survival guide. Ms. Frizzle, do your worst.
I'll do my best, Arnold.
Well, are you guys coming? Or do I have to save these desert animals all by myself? To the bus!
Follow that Phoebe!
Hey, Arnold. So what do you have in that knapsack anyway? Oh, a little sunblock, snakebite kit, a few dozen mallow blasters.
What? No football?
Carlos, we are not going to the desert to have fun.
We're not. The desert is full of surprises, Phoebe.
And this bus is so slow. Can't we go any faster, Miss Frizzle? Every second we waste means those poor little animals are out there suffering.
Well, that's one way of looking at it, Phoebe. Okay, bus, do your stuff. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes,
Are we there yet?
Chill, Phoebe. We only just took off. We're flying over mountains. Didn't you say Students Against Desert Scarcity?
Yeah, and the mountains have plenty of shelter, food, and water. Miss Frizzle, we must be going the wrong way.
Wrong way? Why, Phoebe, if it weren't for these mountains, there wouldn't even be a desert.
What do mountains have to do with the deserts?
Haven't you guys ever heard of a rain shadow?
No.
Some deserts are made by what's called the rain shadow effect. When warm, moist air rises over the mountains, its water vapor condenses into rain or snow. The mountains catch all the moisture, so the air reaching the other side is dry as a desert. Look out below!
It's not fair. Why should the mountains get all the water?
If you keep asking questions, Phoebe, you'll find an answer. Oh, and there's the perfect parking spot. Hold on tight!
Field trip tip number 63. In the event of a rapid loss of altitude, you may want to put on a parachute. Liz, my parachute? That's not a parachute! That's a pair of shoes!
Look at this place.
Phew. The thermal probe reads 107 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot.
How can anything live here?
Is it just me? Or does this look like the final field trip?
Come along, class. We're here to experience the desert. Take chances. Make mistakes. Get dusty.
Field trip tip number 87. Not a problem.
Come on, you guys. Students Against Desert Scarcity. Remember, we've got work to do.
Desert scarcity? What about dessert scarcity? I'm hungry. Hey, Arnold, where are those mallow blasters?
I'm afraid they've melted. How can you even think about eating when all those poor little animals are suffering from hunger?
The only poor little animals I see are us.
There's one.
Why, that's a collared lizard.
And that's a funny-looking bird.
That, Keisha, is a fine example of a hungry roadrunner chasing a delicious lizard to eat.
Come on, we have to protect that lizard. Huh? At my old school, lizards never ran on their hind legs. Quick, everyone, back in the bus.
Phoebe, what are we doing?
How would you like to be a lizard being chased by a hungry roadrunner?
Ooh, a situation worth exploration, Phoebe.
Wow, cool!
a Gila monster!
As I always say, when the going gets hungry, the hungry get going.
Bad, oh, bad, bad, bad.
And getting worse, it's gaining on us.
I hate field trips where we get eaten!
Any minute now, we're gonna know what it's like to be eaten! Field trip tip number 107. To avoid being eaten, become inedible. What does that mean?
Class, do I hear a suggestion to avoid digestion?
According to my research, Arnold, it means we ought to become something that's not very appetizing.
On the button, DA. One inedible horned lizard coming up.
Phew! Close one. Well, first-hand experience tells us roadrunners don't like lizards with spikes. Would you? So, the little animals here have special ways to avoid getting eaten, like running fast or being prickly.
Oh, Phoebe, that's right.
Which means they don't need your help, Phoebes.
Are you sure about that? Life is tough in the desert.
Don't we know it? It's too hot to chase after animals. Or to be chased. Phew, I'm burning up.
Exactly. And somewhere out there is a poor little animal which is burning up too. Now come on, we've got to find it and help it. Stop the bus. Please?
Everybody out!
Not again.
Single file, class.
I'm hot.
I'm tired.
I'm hungry. I'm prepared.
Phoebe, we've been looking and looking and we haven't found any more animals.
None, Phoebe, and I'm burning up. Me too.
You're hot. What about that poor little jackrabbit? See, it's sitting there with the sun beating down on its head, and it's wearing a fur coat.
Field trip tip number 158. When the sun is beating down on your head, put on a hat. Got that covered?
Thanks, Arnold.
Hey!
Here, little jackrabbit. This will keep you from getting too hot. A nice hat to shade your...
Phoebe!
Arnold! Now, how will that jackrabbit keep cool?
Well...
Ear conditioning, Phoebe.
Ear conditioning. Good one, Miss Frizzle.
Why, thank you, Carlos.
Carlos! How can you joke at a time like this?
According to my research, it's not a joke, Phoebe. You know how a car radiator cools off hot water from the engine? Some desert animals have big ears which do the same thing. When their warm blood moves through their big ears, it gets cooled off in the same way. Stay cool.
Come on, Phoebes. Just admit it. The lizards don't need your help, and neither do the jackrabbits.
Okay, so the jackrabbit has a way of keeping itself cool. But what about that?
Oh, that is a desert tortoise. You don't usually see them out in the heat like this.
See? An animal in need. Come on! We've got to help it.
We do?
Carlos, don't be so selfish. How would you like to be a tortoise roasting in the hot desert sun?
I wish you hadn't said that.
Ooh, as I always say, there's more than one way to beat the heat.
Oh, no!
So this is what it's like to be a desert tortoise.
Where are we?
In a tortoise burrow, an underground shelter.
It's a lot cooler down here.
Ah, good observation, Keisha.
Yes, another animal that can keep cool without your help, Feeblino.
But Carlos, I just thought of something. Maybe the reason we didn't see any animals is because they all burned up before we got here.
I knew it. We're too late. Whoa! What's happening?
Oh, class, the bus is now on automatic turtle.
We're being pushed by another desert tortoise.
Are we still in the desert?
Wow, what happened? The sun went down and the desert has totally changed. Oh, Carlos, look. How sweet. 11, 12, 13, 14.
Hey, we weren't too late. The reason we didn't see any animals is because they were just waiting for the sun to go down.
50 degrees Fahrenheit. You don't have any sweaters in that knapsack, do you, Arnold?
Once the sun goes down, the air cools off.
Field trip tip number 257. To beat the heat, do like most desert animals. Come out only at night. There you have it, Phoebe. Another way desert animals help themselves.
It's okay, Phoebe. There's nothing wrong with being wrong.
As I always say, make mistakes, make mistakes, make mistakes. It's the best way to learn something.
But let's face it, Students Against Desert Scarcity is a bust.
Okay, Carlos, okay. You don't have to rub it in. I might have made a mistake about that lizard. And I might have made a mistake about that jackrabbit. And I even might have made a mistake about the tortoise. But there's one thing I know I'm not wrong about.
How much you wish you'd stayed home today?
No, how much everything in the desert needs water.
You're telling me!
Thanks, Ralphie.
Phoebe!
Well, if no one's gonna help me give water to all these poor little animals, I'll just do it myself. Phoebe, where are you going? I said I was gonna give these poor animals water, and I'm going to do.
Phoebe, I know this may sound crazy, but hear me out.
Okay, Carlos, I'm listening.
These animals didn't need your protection from being eaten or from burning up in the sun, right?
Right.
They can cope, right?
Right.
Well, maybe they don't need your water either.
Carlos, how can you say that? You know there's no water in the desert. You said so yourself. Rain shadow, remember?
But look at them. They couldn't live without water, and they are definitely alive. They must get it somehow.
Okay, then. If you're so smart, tell me how. Come on, Carlos. Take chances. Get messy. Make mistakes.
I don't know.
Exactly. Maybe people like me come out here and give these animals water. Maybe people like me keep these animals alive.
Hey, at least save the water for the animals.
What are you talking about?
Didn't you just splash me?
Is that rain?
Everyone back on the bus.
Rain?
In the desert?
It doesn't rain here very often, class, but as I always say, not very often is a long way from never.
And the desert is a long way from needing my water. And we're a long way from the bus. Come on, Phoebe.
Doesn't it feel great? Now we're talking water.
It's amazing. We went from absolutely no water to...
Good morning, class. Everything's right as rain.
Huh?
Where are we? What happened to the desert? Is this a dream?
No, Phoebe. It's the desert after a rainstorm.
Everything's changed. There's so much activity. What happened to all the scarcity? Look at all the plants and animals.
Oh, desert life never ceases to amaze me.
Do you see what I see? Flower power!
It's as if they were waiting for enough water to bloom.
There are shrimp in this puddle.
Shrimp in the desert? And pigs too. Look!
Actually, that's a peccary, a desert relative of pigs.
And that cactus is full of water.
According to my observations, this piece of cactus is juicy on the inside and waxy on the outside.
Hey, maybe that waxy stuff keeps the water in.
As I always say, when it pours, the desert stores.
You know, Phoebe, you are right. The desert does need water, and the animals need protection from being eaten and from the heat.
Yeah, but Carlos, you were right too. They don't need us to help them. They're already equipped to live here.
That's right, Phoebe. Everything that lives here has adaptations to help cope with life in the desert. Well, come along, class. Back to the bus.
You mean soaking up water as quickly as possible is an adaptation?
Absolutely correct.
And having spikes is an adaptation that helps keep you off the menu.
And burrowing under the sand.
And having big ears is an adaptation for beating the heat.
Yes, all things that live here have adaptations for survival. Oh, it makes so much sense, doesn't it?
Field trip tip number 999. For those without desert adaptations, always travel with a teacher with frizzy red hair. Well, I have to say, except for the part where we almost got eaten, and the part where we almost burned up in the sun, and the part where we almost drowned in a flood, my field trip manual was really helpful.
So glad you enjoyed it, Arnold.
Well, now that I know that all these plants and animals have adaptations to help them cope with living in the desert, that gives me some time to save something else. Phoebe, I don't think this is a... I tell you, we've got to do something. Phoebe, we just did something.
A whole bunch of somethings.
But this time it really is an animal in need. We'll call ourselves SASH. SASH? Students Assisting Sleepyheads. Carlos! He obviously has no adaptations to cope with desert field trips. According to my research, Phoebe, hibernation is an adaptation.
As I always say, if you can't take the heat, whew, get out of the desert.
Is this the magic school bus? Is this the magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic the magic school bus? You mean magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic school bus? I want the magic school bus! I want the magic school bus! Are you sure the producer wanted this fake cactus, Liz? I'd better go. Me? At my old school, kids never answer the phone. Hello?
Is this the magic school bus?
Yes, but...
Good, because you see I'm starting up a new group, Save Our Kangaroo Rats, and I want Phoebe to be present.
You do? I mean, that's nice of you to say, but kangaroo rats don't need to be saved.
You mean they have adaptations that make it possible for them to live in the desert too?
Right. For instance, they may never take a drink in their entire lives. They can get all the water they need from the seeds and plants they eat.
Well, do they have an adaptation to help them cope with the short nights?
Short nights?
Yeah. Watching that show, you'd think that nighttime lasted about 5 seconds.
Oh, well, we were a little short on time.
Uh-huh.
But just a little. We wanted to show how desert animals come out at night. It's an adaptation, you know.
Okay. Speaking of adaptations, I don't know of any plant that grows from a seed the instant it rains.
Look, when you have a lot of information to cover in a half an hour, you don't have time to wait for seeds to grow into plants. But they do grow very quickly in the desert. Did you want to see the desert in full bloom after the rain or not?
Of course I did. And did you know that cactus needles are really leaves?
Is that an adaptation?
Yes. Unlike leaves, needles don't lose any water. And you know what else? Not all deserts are hot.
Huh?
Even places that are very cold are called deserts if they don't get enough rain.
Fascinating. Well, thanks for calling.
Wait! One more question. Do you actually know Phoebe?
Yes, in fact...
Could you do me a favor? Just tell her that I think she's the greatest. Goodbye.
Maybe I should answer the phone more often.
It's very nice, you guys, but it's nothing like a coral reef. According to Ms. Frizzle, a reef is a shallow place in the ocean.
Ms. Frizzle also said that a coral reef is built by tiny animals.
With tiny tools?
Carlos! I meant tiny underwater animals, Carlos.
Well, according to my research, coral reefs are alive.
And gazillions of fish live there. So can we move the rest of the fish from the other tank to our coral reef now?
Wait! We need one more thing to go, right there. It's the only space left.
And it's perfect for the shell Wanda and I are going to paint.
Arr! Avast me hearties! Look what I just made for the new aquarium.
What about our shell?
Your shell, DA. I decided to make this treasure chest for our coral reef, and I see the perfect spot for it.
But Wanda, we were supposed to make something together. Miss Frizzle said everything we put into the reef had to be done by partners.
So, I thought of it and I made it. What better partnership is there? What's that?
Miss Frizzle!
Oh, good morning, class. My, look at all these wonderful things in the aquarium. Oh, and a treasure chest.
Do you like it? I made it myself.
Even though we were supposed to make something together.
But you know I work better alone.
Your treasure chest reminds me of something. Don't go away. Ah, here it is. My great grandfather Redbeard's treasure map.
Redbeard?
He was the pirate in the family. A long time ago, of course.
You had a real pirate in your family?
Why not? This map's been in the family for centuries.
Wow! A real map of a real place! Then this must be a real coral reef, and the treasure must be real too. Is it, Miss Frizzle?
Well, Wanda, there's only one way to find out. To the bus! As my great-grandma told me,
Redbeard was no ordinary pirate.
Why am I not surprised?
Instead of making his victims walk the plank, he took them along on adventures in his pirate ship.
You mean he took people on field trips too?
Oh, yes. They went everywhere and anywhere.
No way! He must have robbed and plundered like a normal pirate because he left a treasure!
We don't know that for sure, Wanda. All we've got is a map.
And according to that map, we're here! Coral Reef Ho! Drop anchor!
Coral Reef? Where?
Good question, Ralphie, and I'm going to answer it.
Partners, everyone. 2 by 2, please.
Partners?
Yes, you know, like Keisha and Ralphie, Tim and Carlos, Phoebe and Arnold, and you and me.
I don't need a partner. I'm a pirate, not a Weasley wimp.
Ah, but as old Redbeard probably used to say, go into the sea without a partner, matey, and you can get into deep trouble. Yarr.
Ready, partner?
Yeah, but I still don't know why.
You'll need the map, Wanda. And don't worry, it's waterproof.
Thanks, Miss Frizzle. To the treasure!
Is this it?
Is this where the treasure is? It doesn't look anything like our aquarium.
Yeah, where are all the fish?
According to my research, there's not much food and no shelter for fish in deep ocean water.
But there are lots of different kinds of fish living in a coral reef. So where's the reef? All I see is a lot of deep water.
According to this treasure map... Whoa! Hold everything! Look at that! Look at the size of the fish! Now we're talking coral reef!
And now we're talking fish!
But are we talking treasure?
Wanda, wait for me!
Hurry up, DA! Partners, they slow you down.
Wanda, wait for me!
What's that? It looks like an old chain.
And it's got a pirate's mark on it.
Looky, looky, look! That chain is the dotted line on the map! See, it leads to the treasure. I think it goes somewhere over there.
Not so fast, Wanda. We've got to stick together. We're partners, remember?
What good did a partner ever do anyone anyway?
Good question, Wanda. Liz.
Oh no! Wait, I take back the question. Oh no! Me and my big mouth! How am I going to find the treasure now?
I guess we'll just have to wait and see, Wanda. Ooh, I've never been a sea anemone before.
Sea anemone? Is that what we are?
According to my research, a sea anemone is a marine animal which looks like a plant.
Yeah, looks like a plant and acts like a plant.
Yeah, we can't exactly move from one place to another.
But you get a good view of the fish from here.
Whoops, not enough food for two.
Okay, so you're seeing enemies, but what are the rest of us, Ms. Frizzle?
You're hermit crabs, Arnold.
Hermit crabs? Sure, why not? Seems safe enough. Nice hard shell. Hey, look, a rock.
Yikes! That rock was a fish!
And it ate that other fish.
What kind of a place is this?
A crowded one, Arn.
The kind of place where you either eat or get eaten.
A place where it's every critter for herself. But how am I going to get to the treasure when I can barely move?
Well, since I'm a crab and crabs can walk, I'll just follow the chain. Aren't you glad you have a partner now, Wanda? Whoa!
What's going on?
Don't look now, but I think it's chow time.
I knew I should have stayed home today.
Octopus!
Oh no! Over here, Arnold! Nobody seems to want to swim near us sea anemones.
That's because we sting.
Lucky you, Phoebe. That means they leave you alone and won't eat you.
So if we stay close enough to you, they won't eat us either.
Hey, DA, this is bad enough as it is without you pushing me around.
Hey, guys, look at what that real hermit crab's doing.
Why would a crab want a sea anemone on its head?
For protection, that's why. The sea anemone stung the octopus. Come on, let's see if it'll work for us.
You know what, buddy? It's kind of nice being able to move. And I get to eat what you eat.
And you give me protection. Now that's what I call a partnership.
I just thought of something, DA. If I get up on your shell, I'll protect you from the octopus, and you can take me to the treasure. You got it, partner. To the treasure. Come on, partner. Faster. Hey, it worked. Your stinger scared him away. Nice one, Wanda.
Way to go.
You scared away the octopus. Yeah, okay, so that's the good news. How are we going to follow the chain through that teeny tiny space?
Now there's a question worth diving into, Wanda. Oh, Liz!
Well, at least I can move now. What are we, Miss Frizzle?
We're pistol shrimp, Wanda. We live in burrows in the coral rubble. Can ya dig it?
You bet. Now I can dig a hole through here so we can get to the treasure.
What about us, Miss Frizzle? We're fish, and fish can't dig.
You're right, Tim. You're a goby fish.
A goby fish?
Didn't I see a fish that looked like us get eaten? Time to find a place to hide.
But where?
These claws are great for digging. Better than a shovel any day. But I sure can't see very well. Even if I do find the treasure, I probably won't see it.
Shark, hide. Hide? Where? There's no room.
Do you see what I see? Hiding places! Move over, Wanda! D.A.! What are you doing? Hide! There's a... Golly, you're wrecking my tunnel! There won't be a tunnel if you get eaten by that shark! Shark? Shark? Shark! Whoa! Thanks for warning me, partner. I couldn't see that shark coming.
Man, it's a good thing for us gobies that you shrimp dig places to hide and don't mind sharing.
And it's a good thing for us shrimp that you gobies warn us when there's danger we can't see. Is it just me, or are shrimp and gobies partners for a reason?
Survival, Ralphie, survival! Each one helps the other to live.
Hey, you guys! Look! You won't believe it! What is it? What is it? I can't see!
Wow!
Awesome! Is it the treasure, D.A.? No, but I see where the chain goes. I'll check it out. Don't go without me. I'm your partner, remember? Ooh, I need a partner who can get me safely to the treasure, Miss Frizzle.
Oh, Liz!
What's this time? Yes! This is more like it. What's more like it? I know I'm a shark, but what are you?
We're remoras, D.A. Fish with suction cups that attach themselves to sharks.
So they can get a free ride, right, Miss Frizzle?
A free ride and a free meal. Wahoo!
What do we sharks get out of this deal? Ooh, something's itching me.
Maybe we get rid of these little critters stuck all over your skin. Mmm, tasty.
Thanks, Ralphie. What a partner. Those guys were really starting to bug me.
Keisha! I guess these little crunchy guys are tasty for me and bad for you. But what I really think is that this twosome is ready to find the treasure. What do you say, partner?
I say not if we find it first. Go, Tim!
Oh, yeah? Hang on, Wanda! Hey, what's wrong with the reef over here? It looks almost dead. Never mind that. The treasure's in there. Let's get it! I don't like the look of this place, Wanda. Yay! It's the treasure! Let me help. I'm bigger and stronger. Now we're talking partnership. Oh no! Wanda, DA! Are you all right? We found it! We found the treasure! But when we pulled it out, look what happened! A big piece of the reef broke off! And now the treasure's underneath all the stuff! If you ask me, this whole part of the reef looks pretty sick. It's lost its color, too. Could something be wrong with it?
I think that's a question we can build on, Dorothy Ann. Don't you, Liz?
What do you know? We're humans again.
All the better to use your mega magnifiers, my dears.
Now I know why they say the reef is alive. Look, it's made of little animals.
Boingo, Carlos. Little animals called polyps. The coral reef is a limestone skeleton built by these polyps.
And they're building new coral. Hold on. I think these polyps over here have something the ones in the sick part don't have.
You're right, Tim. Each polyp has something inside it.
And that stuff is algae.
Algae? You mean like the scum I got on my shoe when I stepped in the pond?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute! This whole day has been about partners working together, right? Right. First we were hermit crabs and sea anemones. The sea anemones protected the crabs.
And the crabs moved the sea anemones around.
They're partners! And then we were pistol shrimp and goby fish. The shrimp dug hiding places that helped protect the gobies.
While the goby fish kept an eye out for trouble for both of them.
Partners!
And don't forget the sharks and remoras.
Partners!
Where critters meet to eat, it's sometimes better to cooperate than to compete.
So, do coral polyps get something from the algae? Are they partners too?
Righteously reasoned, Wanda. Since algae is a plant, it makes its own food from sunlight. It gives off wastes, which help the polyps make the reef.
Cool! So if the algae helps the polyps build reefs, what did the algae get out of it? If you ask me, the algae get a nice, safe place to live, away from these hungry fish.
Oh, fantastically figured, Phoebe. A partnership which is good for both partners is a partnership that lasts.
So how come these polyps on the sick part of the reef don't have any algae partners?
Maybe they're just being silly, like I was. Hey, polyps, take it from me. Sometimes it's better to work with a partner. Really, trust me on this one.
I don't think they can hear you, Wanda.
According to my research, if the water where coral lives gets polluted, the polyps get rid of their algae partners.
But why would the water be polluted over here and not the water over there?
The only thing about this place that's different is this is where I found
the treasure!
This chest is made of some kind of metal.
Looks like copper to me. Redbeard knew many things, but he didn't know about pollution.
You mean Redbeard's treasure chest could be polluting the reef, Miss Frizzle?
It could indeed, Keisha.
Well then, let's remove the source of the pollution. Hit it, Liz! Now let's clean up this place. Wanda, what are you doing? Trying to get some clean water in here to give these polyps a chance. Good idea. Whoa!
But won't it take forever for these polyps to build up the reef again?
Never say forever, DA. Normally, it would take hundreds of years. But I think today we'll speed up the process a little. Take it away, Liz.
Careful. Easy does it. So, who's going to open it?
What is it? It's a model of his ship. Cool.
Ah, there he is. Great, 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 great grandfather Redbeard. Oh, little did he know his treasure chest would one day hurt the reef. If he were here, he'd thank you all for finding it and pulling it out. Right, Redbeard?
What do you think this is? It looks like some kind of handle.
Why don't you pull it?
Well, what do you know? It's an MSG.
A what?
A magic Spanish galleon. I told you Redbeard was no ordinary pirate.
Is this the magic school bus? Is this the magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic the magic school bus? You mean magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic school bus? I wonder what the magic school bus? I want the magic school bus!
Magic School Bus, the producer speaking.
Hi, I just watched your show on coral reefs and thought it was terrific. But I have a couple of questions on this partnership thing.
Fire away, buddy.
Is it true that most animals have partners like the ones you showed?
Well, partnerships are a little unusual. That's why they're so interesting. Most of the time, animals compete with each other for things like space, mates, and most often food. Partnerships happen when each animal partner benefits the other and each does better as a result. And coral reefs are a good place to see that happening.
But some animals just benefit from other animals without giving back, right?
Absolutely. Take the coral reef crab, for example. It lives under the spines of the black sea urchin. Now, the urchin doesn't get anything out of it, but the crab gets some well-needed protection.
Cool. Okay, now tell me the truth. Is a coral reef really alive?
You bet it is, pal. The hard coral is part of the shell-like home of the polyps, and millions of polyps live together building the reef year after year.
Do reefs really get sick like you showed?
Unfortunately, they do, for lots of different reasons, including pollution and other human activities that harm reefs and the animals that live in them.
Speaking of animals, aren't the ones that cooperate just being nice to each other?
Sorry, animals aren't nice, except maybe to their babies. In fact, they tend to eat each other a lot. Thanks for calling, and thanks for your interest in coral reefs.
Hey, coral reefs are one of the world's great treasures. We need to do what we can to protect them.
You got that right, partner. Aren't you going to share your lunch, partner? Never mind.
It all started on a Monday morning, before the first battle. But it wasn't just any Monday morning. It was Earth Day, the day we celebrate taking care of our Earth. We'd ordered a surprise Earth Day present for Ms. Frizzle from the Rainforest Rentals catalog. and we were waiting for it to arrive.
Mail order? Ha! I call it fail order. Miss Frizzle will be here any minute.
Meanwhile, Tim was seriously stuck on his essay assignment. What does Earth Day mean to you?
What does Earth Day mean?
Well, to me, Earth Day means thinking about how animals and plants all live together, like those squirrels and that oak tree.
That's great, Phoebe, but I don't know what that means, so it can't mean that to me, if you know what I mean.
Hey guys, the present's here!
It's Earth Day. Do you know where your teacher is? Good morning, class.
Happy Earth Day, Miss Frizzle!
And happy Earth Day to all of you. Earth Day, oh, my favorite holiday.
We know. So here's a little Earth Day present, Miss Frizzle, from us to you.
A present for me? Oh, you shouldn't have. Why, thank you, Liz. Congratulations, Ms. Frizzle. You have rented a tree in the rainforest. You are helping to preserve all rainforest plants and animals. What a worthwhile gift.
Wait, there's more.
Oh, my! My very own cocoa tree. How did you know?
We know that cocoa trees make cocoa beans, and cocoa beans make chocolate.
Oh, my favorite thing on earth. What a day.
And listen to this. As a cocoa tree renter, you are entitled to all the cocoa beans your cocoa tree produces for 1 year.
And here's your first shipment of cocoa beans.
Open it! Open it! That's it? One measly shriveled
cocoa bean.
We've been had.
Look, there's a note. Due to circumstances beyond my control, your cocoa tree is temporarily experiencing a cocoa bean shortage. Signed, Inspector 47.
A temporary cocoa bean shortage?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means no cocoa beans.
But why? Things don't happen without a reason.
Ah, a meaningful point, Tim.
I knew that look. I didn't even have to ask, but I did. Miss Frizzle, where are you going?
To the rainforest. Where else?
Before the Pledge of Allegiance was pledged, we were on our way to the rainforest to untangle the web of mystery that surrounded the missing cocoa beans. Don't worry, guys. According to my sense of truth, justice, and the Milky Way, I'll crack the case of the missing cocoa beans, or my name's not...
Detective D.A.
What's this? Cool! My own RFI license!
What's an RFI?
A rainforest investigator. Every continent needs a few.
And a rainforest handbook! Now I've got everything!
Except a partner. Every good detective has a partner. Dorothy Ann's in charge of the investigation, Tim, and you're in charge of the big picture.
The big picture?
As big as Earth itself.
Before we knew it, we had arrived at the rainforest.
Whoa! It's wall-to-wall trees down there.
It looks like they're connected to each other.
How are we ever gonna find Miss Frizzle's tree?
As my old parachute instructor used to say, look before you leap and never jump to conclusions. On the other hand, take over, Liz. Single file, please.
Before we jumped, I gave everyone a photo of Miss Frizzle's tree. I knew if we could find her tree, we'd find the cocoa bean thief.
Look how many different kinds of trees there are. And birds and animals.
And insects.
Wahoo!
Excuse Excuse me, guys. Have you seen this tree? Is that a no? Okay, I'm out of here. Ew, what's all this sticky stuff?
Hey, Carlos! What's going on?
They weren't expecting visitors. Let's get out of here.
Wait! Yum, fruit juice.
Wow, those monkeys are regular juicers for all these ants. Yikes!
An anteater!
This must be his favorite rainforest restaurant. Hey, DA, look at this. There's more than just cocoa trees in the rainforest. There are tons of fruit trees. And if we're looking for suspects, what about these guys? Maybe they like cocoa beans too.
I figured Tim was barking up the wrong tree, so I had to set him straight. Listen, partner, we're looking for this tree and a suspect named Inspector 47. Okay?
Well, yeah. But to get the big picture, maybe we need more info.
DA! We've got a match! There's the Frizz's tree! It's your cocoa tree, all right, Miss Frizzle.
Oh, it's beautiful. I just want to hug it.
Sorry, Miss Frizzle, you can't touch a thing. According to my handbook, we've got a dust for fingerprints.
And according to this picture, the tree should be covered with pods. But it's not. There's only flowers. How come?
There's no sign the pods have been picked. It's as if the cocoa tree just stopped making them.
No pods, no beans.
But the tree is healthy. Just look at all these flowers.
So what's going on?
I knew the rainforest would net some surprises. I just didn't expect to be in the net.
Congratulations, DA. Looks like this case is all wrapped up.
Carlos!
At last, I have captured the cocoa bean thieves.
All you've captured is trouble, mister.
A rainforest investigator. Mon Dieu. My humble apologies. Please do not report me to Inspector 1. If he ever found out.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I am Inspector 47. This is my little patch of rainforest.
Well, this is a tree we rented for Miss Frizzle.
Miss Frizzle? Ah, and they're students, of course. You are concerned about the cocoa bean shortage, no?
Yes!
You're not alone.
Neither is Miss Frizzle's cocoa tree. It looks like none of these cocoa trees have pods.
Well, they used to, but for some reason, all of the pods have gone poof. That is the bad news. But the good news is, all the mud wallows have also gone poof.
Mud wallows?
Ouais. Patches of filthy mud filled with the little pools of disgusting water. Not only that, I have gotten rid of the horrible bugs and the pesky peccaries.
Look, Inspector, we didn't come down here to study mud-free, bug-free, peccary-free zones. We came to crack the case of Miss Frizzle's missing cocoa beans.
Un moment. Inspector 46.
Inspector 46?
Yes, Inspector 46. My neighbor is madly jealous of my bug-free, peccary-free, mud-free place of work. So he put the curse on my cocoa trees. That is why they no longer produce the cocoa beans. J'accuse Inspector 46. J'accuse!
I wonder if the bugs and peccaries could have something to do with the missing cocoa beans.
Stick to the facts, Tim, just the facts. This is about cocoa beans, period.
But the question still remains. What would cause healthy cocoa trees to stop making pods?
Hey, you guys! Over here! A hummingbird with pollen on its beak. Isn't he cool? Look how he just fits inside the flower. Where's he going?
Well, as my cousin Bee always says, pollen's gotta travel for its wonders to unravel.
Okay, so the hummingbird carries pollen from flower to flower, pollinating them so they turn into seeds or fruits or bean pods. Maybe the flowers on Miss Frizzle's tree didn't get pollinated.
No pollination. No pods. No beans. That's it. This is a case of missing pollen. And I'm going to prove it.
Sorry, DA. No pollen missing here. This cocoa flower's making plenty of it.
Okay, so I was wrong. Then suddenly, the case opened up like a flower to a bee.
I think it's going to pollinate Miss Frizzle's tree.
No way, Arn. This bee's too big to get into a cocoa tree flower.
If the bee's too big, then it must be a really tiny insect that carries pollen between the flowers of cocoa trees. So, where are they?
Faster than you can say Earth Day, the case of the missing beans had turned into the mystery of the missing insects. And to find the insects, we had to find a cocoa tree with pods.
You are now leaving the mud-free zone. Beware of the peccaries, the bugs, and the filthy mud.
Man, Inspector 47 sure's got a thing about mud.
And I've got a hunch it has something to do with the missing cocoa beans.
A connection worth detection, Tim.
But, Miss Frizzle, what could mud possibly have to do with cocoa beans? Besides, we're searching for teeny insects.
Is it just me, or are we about to get down and muddy with a
pack of peccaries?
Watch out! Just when it looked like our Earth Day investigation was turning into Mud Day mayhem, Miss Frizzle gave us a boost.
Now that's what I call springing into action.
Whoa, look at all these cocoa trees.
And they're loaded with pods.
In real life cocoa beans.
And where there's a working cocoa tree, we should find our missing insect. I was right. The flower was getting pollinated by a teeny-weeny insect.
Which, by the way, goes by the name of midgefly.
So I get it. Midgeflies carry the pollen
from the flower of one cocoa tree to the next.
And the pollinated flowers turn into pods
that are filled with cocoa beans
that make chocolate.
Get the picture, Tim?
Got it, Miss Frizzle. It's all in here. Hey, where'd the water come from?
Up there.
What's that?
A bromeliad. Need to take a closer look?
Check it out. You're not gonna believe it. There's a whole world of life going on here. There's a slug drinking water, an iguana taking a bath, a frog laying eggs, and the eggs hatching into tadpoles.
All in the same plant?
Yeah, it's like they're all part of the same tiny world, living, eating, and hatching in this one little pool of water.
But unlike these midgeflies, it's got nothing to do with our cocoa trees. If we could get these midges back to Miss Frizzle's tree, our problem's solved.
Hold it, DA. What happens when those midges die? We'll be right back where we started.
Could the picture be a little bigger than you thought, DA?
No way! The solution to this mystery is the midges. I'm sure of it.
But DA, don't you want to know why the midges disappeared? Yeah, things aren't always what they seem, like this bromeliad. It's not just a plant, it's a pond of water too. And things live in water. Take away the pond, and the slug, the frog, and the insects would all disappear!
Tim!
Ugh, what Earth Day means to me.
Welcome to Mudville, Tim.
Mudville? This is Bugville. DA, quick, your magnifying glass. Just as I suspected, a mud wallow for the peccaries is also home sweet home for the midge flies.
You're right. It seems that watery mud wallows are the perfect place for laying eggs, hatching larvae, and raising midges.
The plot and the mud thickens.
I told you mud had something to do with it. Inspector 47 got rid of the peccaries, which got rid of the mud wallows, which got rid of the insects, which got rid of the cocoa pods, because the cocoa flowers never got pollinated.
Then Inspector 47 is our culprit after all. But how did he get rid of the peccaries?
I think he missed a few.
Peccary stampede! Nothing like a pack of peccaries to place us in a perilous predicament. One thing about going on a field trip with Ms. Frizzle, we can always count on a hands-on experience. Whoa! Hey!
Thank you!
What's going on?
Class, pursue those peccaries.
Anything in your handbook about how to stop a stampeding peccary?
I'm looking!
You are now entering a mud-free zone. You are now.
We're back in Inspector 47's patch of rainforest.
Turn around! Go back! Shoo! Go away!
Whoa!
Tim, come back!
Look what you have done to my suit! I will not allow those filthy animals in my patch of the rainforest!
Those filthy animals, as you put it, are just what your cocoa trees need to make cocoa beans.
Of course! It is the peccaries who make the cocoa beans! She is not only a rainforest investigator, she is a comedian.
We'll see who has the last laugh, Inspector. It was time to prove our theory and wrap up the case of the missing cocoa beans. For your cocoa trees to make pods with beans, your cocoa flowers need to get pollinated by midge flies. And midges need watery mud wallows to breed in. And mud wallows are made by peccaries. Do you follow me?
What?
Then I'll continue. The peccaries who make the mud wallows left because, well, because the,
Whoa! Nellie Bell!
Nice of you to drop in, Tim.
Wait a minute. What's this? So that's it.
What is it?
The peccaries left because there was no ground to wallow in. Because you, Inspector 47, cover the rainforest floor with artificial turf.
Is this true?
Yes. It is true. But how was I to know a little artificial turf would ruin my cocoa trees?
That's because you didn't know that you were messing up the big picture.
Pardonnez-moi?
Whether it's the blossomum tree that feeds the monkey, that feeds the ant, that feeds the anteater, or the tree that gives the bromeliad plant a lift to the light, which then gives animals in the trees a place to drink, to eat, and to breed. The truth is, the rainforest is filled with plants and animals that are connected in trillions of ways. And all the connections in this big picture form a web, the web of life. And all plants and animals, including people, squirrels, oak trees, cocoa beans, peccaries, fish, or inspectors, are part of the web. It's what Earth Day is all about.
All I wanted was to save on my dry cleaning bill. And mon Dieu, I have spoiled the web of life!
It can happen, Inspector. But in this case, nothing has been ruined.
It hasn't?
No! We can repair the link between peccaries and cocoa beans by returning things to the way they were. Can't we?
I hope so. I will reef up this filthy artificial turf with my bare hands!
And so, the mystery was solved. The artificial turf was history. Tim found the meaning of Earth Day when he figured out the web of life. And Inspector 47 begged for a pardon from the peccaries.
Come back, my pretty peccaries! I have a beautiful mud wallow just for you! The web must be restored! Soon!
It was a happy Earth Day after all. Several months later, Miss Frizzle received another shipment from Rainforest Rentals.
All right!
Yeah! Look at all those cocoa beans!
There was a note from Inspector 47.
Due to circumstances beyond my control, your cocoa tree has produced a bumper crop of cocoa beans.
Yes!
Signed Inspector 22.
Inspector 22?
Thanks to you and your students, I got a promotion.
Is this the magic school bus?
Is this the magic school bus?
Magic school bus?
Magic the magic school bus? You mean magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic school bus?
I want the magic school bus! I want the magic school bus!
Thanks, Liz. Now, give me all your sevens. Hey, come back here. I was winning. Hello, Magic School Bus. Producer speaking.
First, I want to know what happened to all those cocoa beans.
We're roasting them now.
Roasting them?
Yep. We're making our own chocolate, and roasting the beans is the first step. Anything else?
Yes. At the beginning of the show, you showed some squirrels in an oak tree, but you never talked about how they're connected.
Good point. The squirrel that buried the acorn was storing food, but squirrels don't dig up all the acorns they bury.
Oh, so they also plant seeds for new oak trees.
Exactly. I'm glad you brought that up.
It's not only the rainforest which depends on the web of life. Everywhere, even in my backyard, there were relationships like that going on right now.
How right you are. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome.
Okay, Liz, how's the chocolate coming? Magic School Bus.
How about shedding some light on my midge problem?
And what midge problem might that be?
Well, if there were pools of water up in those bromeliad plants, and the midges needed a watery place to breed, why didn't they just breed into bromeliads?
Good question. In real life, there are usually more ways for things to happen, but we wanted to keep it simple.
Well, you sure kept it simple and silly when it came to Inspector 47.
How do you mean?
He was the lamest, most overdone, phony baloney official I've ever seen. I mean, he was straight out of a cartoon.
Could you hold on for a second? Hello?
I heard that coming.
Would you like to talk to the young man?
Absolutement. Are you calling me a cartoon?
Well, that's what you are. Who would run around the rainforest in a white suit, talking like this?
I would, and I do. And however you look at it, you and I are connected by the web of life.
Yeah? Well, we won't be connected by telephone if I hang up.